All right, sports and social media. What would I add or modify on Twitter? First, I would immediately modify the length of how many characters and words can be written in each tweet. The maximum amount of characters in a tweet currently is roughly, I believe, 280 words. A lot of people want to communicate more in one tweet. A lot of businesses as well, not just people. People want to promote things and want to put details about it. So, therefore, 280 words might not cut it for some businesses and or even people that want to just get stuff out. So, whether it be information, explaining, or promoting something, I would increase it to about 500 characters that you can do per tweet. Second, one thing I would add to Twitter is an edit button where you can edit your tweet after you post them. This helps. Every other form of social media has this, and I don't know why Twitter doesn't, but this helps if you realize you made a mistake after you post it. You don't have to delete it and rewrite it and everything else like that. So you have to, you can re-tag or remove someone from a tag in a tweet and whatnot, or that kind of stuff. Communicated changes from these two changes is the user group, which is basically everyone that has accounts on the Twitter platform. User groups changes from maximizing the character count are some of the changes would be allowing users to share more info in one tweet rather than having to post multiple. Maximizing the word count will streamline tweets. User group changes from adding an edit button. It allows better communication because you edit a post after you've already posted it, like there is on other platforms. This creates a more grammatically correct platform as well. Tweets can also be changed if someone realizes it doesn't make sense or anything such as that. Network. A network is a set of nodes, points, or locations connected by means of data, voice, and video communications for the purpose of exchange. Network changes from the maximum character count, increasing the maximum character count. This will basically pretty much stay the same. There wouldn't be any difference in the network if you increase the characters for each tweet. But for the edit button, this could increase the user's network because users can edit their posts and make them better, which then creates more retweets and likes that increases their networks. The possible change of information content to Twitter from increasing the maximum word count would increase the details of certain information. The change of information content to Twitter from adding an edit button would allow for more politically and grammatically correct tweets, as I said earlier in the slide. Change of patterns of communication. These two changes would the edit button and increasing the character count would allow for more diverse people coming in or back to Twitter to see how the new changes are and what they are like. This could be a good or bad thing because some people might not like the changes, some people might. And finally, Brian Dawkins' Twitter, which I chose Brian Dawkins because he's one of my favorite football players, and I chose him to analyze his Twitter profile. So in the last 30 days, Brian Dawkins has mainly been using his Twitter to communicate with his fans and lift their spirits up during these strange times of quarantine and the COVID-19 crisis. Dawkins posts encouraging and wisdomous tweets to either fans or just tweets for everyone to benefit from. He will post and reply randomly throughout the day with no exact time. Brian Dawkins expands networks by retweeting and liking certain tweets that allow all of his followers and followers of them and so on to see and interact with those certain tweets. Yeah, as I said, Brian Dawkins doesn't have a certain time period in which he gets on because, he has different things to do, whether it be charity or whatnot throughout different times of the day, so he'll get on whenever he can. And like I said, encourage certain people. Encourage people, and help them out throughout COVID-19, and he uses Twitter mainly for that platform, which is very admirable, I'd say. So that's mainly also another reason why I chose him to do it. But basically, those are the two changes that I would make back here. The modifying the length, which I believe is actually a big thing, as well as the edit button. I don't know why Twitter doesn't have an edit button, but that doesn't make any sense to me, considering every other platform that's big has an edit button. So I believe that those two things need to be switched, and I believe that that would actually help increase users and bring in more diversity. So that's it.